Hi and welcome to Glenmaroch Lane, episode 2. In this episode I'm going to show you what I've done over the last few weeks, including the platform and the bridge detail, which is at the minute is out of shot, but I'll show you exactly what I've done. So, first bit is the platform. Now, if you remember in the last episode, we actually had just basically plain plywood in place to show you exactly where the platforms are going to be. Also, as well, recently, very recently, I've just actually finished the station building. Still needs lights and stuff in it at the minute, but you can see it's all been painted up in the Scott Rail blue with a bit of stonework added to it. And only just a couple of days ago I added some planters, as you can see, laid about because we get a nice feel, and the white fencing at the back as well. So still more to be done on that yet. We're also planning on putting a canopy over the top of the platform here, eventually with lights. Also, I've got more station signs to go on here as well. So that's been done. Then also, if you can see on the screenshot, I've actually done the grass work on the grass banking to the right of your screen, where I built up over a bit of insulation first, and then added the flock grass first, and then I added some static grass with a static applicator to give it that kind of feel. And if you notice as well, it's in different colours. So that's done. There's also yet to be more added to that as well, which will be getting trees virtually across the whole length of that, which will be added. That's to be done soon. Now, probably from the camera shot there, you can probably see a row of wagons. Now, I originally had these myself, which I've had for a number of years, and I sent them off to a guy over in Peterborough who does my weathering for me with the locals and everything else, and I got him to do these wagons. Now, obviously, these wagons will be used for the distillery. If I get one, actually, I can show you more close-up detail of what actually they're like. So, as you can probably see from there, that they are highly detailed, highly weathered, and what a good job he's done too. So these will be used for the distillery and the signage, which you probably saw earlier, together with these co-wagons, which I'll show you as well. Again, I had these sent off, which I had before, got the guy on over to weather them, detail them, put them with coal and stuff, because obviously they do feed the coal to the distillery, so they'll be used as well in part of the sidings as well as. And then finally, on the wagon side, we had I bought also a brake van, which also includes, as you can see from there, again, it's been really well weathered, and it's got a guard in the back as well, if you notice. So that's been done. Also, the inclusion of rolling stock. I've also got a pair of these 20s, which have recently been chipped. Not they've got sound in them yet, but they've recently been chipped. And so we intend to use them for running purposes at some point, once I get the sound in them. We can use them now, actually, but obviously I want to get the sound in them as well. So they'll be used, I don't know, but they may be used in double-headed, but the layout not being that big, they may struggle to be together, but so hopefully these will be used quite often, and I have got more in the plan for more rolling stock, more engines to be sound chipped, and they'll be used as well to fit in with the theme that we have, because this is basically like a kind of 80s theme with BR blue, large logo as you see, and like obviously Scottish ones, which were 26s, 27s. I've got a 25, which will be used at some point when I get that done. and also there'll be class 45s as well, and 47s. So, and the odd 50 as well, which you see in the shot here. But yeah, and also if you notice the DMU as well, again that's chip, but it's not got sound in it as yet. But we can use that in a minute. So the plan is to have possibly another DMU to be used in the shuttle that we're going to eventually program in together with this one, and then obviously we'll have diesels working in and out of the TMD, and diesels working into the distillery, taking the wagons and stuff. Yeah, so that's it for now with regards to rolling stock, but there will be, when I get more, you will see more. So on another section of the layout we're going to be working on as well at some point is the TMD. Now obviously you can see it looks pretty plain in a minute. Nice shed, but obviously nothing much more developed, so nothing much more looks more exciting than that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some hard standing, which is what you call concrete, along the side of here and along the front of here, together with all of the relevant detailing needed to create a really good atmosphere for the actual TMD. Plus we're also going to work out the signalling for, because the actual layout itself is bi-directional, so that's going to take some working out, but hopefully when we've got the hard standing down and the effect and weathered and everything else, and signalling should look really, really good. So that's the plan. First plan, like I say, is behind the camera is the distillery area, and then once we've done that, then work on the TMD and get the area sorted out with that, get it all detailed up, weathered. I mean, the shed looks too new at the minute, so that's going to be weathered as well. Get all that done, and then once all that is done, get all the automation done that Mark's going to sort out. Once all the automation is done, then we can start ballasting. And once the ballast is done, that's when the railway will really come alive. So all being well, over the next few videos, you'll see some real big developments, and you'll hopefully enjoy what you're going to like to see. Right, so on this stage I want to show you is we've now laid the area for the distillery, which is obviously where this is going to be placed. Now you can probably see in the shot that we've got 3 holes drilled ready for the magnets that will eventually, there'll be a male and female basically, they'll be fitted, one each in each of these holes, and one will be fitted in each of the places for the building. And the idea is that when the building is placed on top of the magnets, it will then, we'll have lights built inside the actual building, and when the magnets are connected, the lights will come on, and then obviously when we take the building off, the lights will go out. So that's due to the actual building still under construction at the minute, obviously still being sorted out, and there'll be wires fitted for the lights and stuff. So that'll be back soon. Also, as you can see, we've done an edging stone again, ready for the paving, which is going to be put underneath the building before we put the building down. You can see also we've done the road, and again also on this edging, we've still got more to do regarding fitting more paving again for here and here. And again, obviously, we're not sure what we're doing, but I think we're probably going to lay rough ground or something. Yeah. So we're probably going to do something with that, as well as we've just recently had, thanks to Mark, who's just done this, fitted me or built the actual footbridge, which we're going to use for the access from the distillery and so forth to the access to the station. I've just recently also done this platform, which I've not finished yet. I've still got to add the ramp in for this, but this has to be painted, weathered and stuff. But this is going to be obviously a part of the station, which also will look good when we've got finished. I'm also going to see if I can try and fit a fencing, which hopefully we will have to remove once we lift the board up to see if it fits, but I think it will do. Also, as well as when we acquired this station building, all the windows and stuff were all in red. Now, being the Scottish theme layout, I had to modify it by painting the windows and doors and off the top of this as well in blue to match up with the ScotRail theme. So that's been done, but I say there's a lot more to be done yet. We also got to get the layout automated for the system for the DMU to come in and out of one station to the other, which Mark's going to wire up at some point. Like, and obviously we're going to have lights fitted. Hopefully, we're probably going to have lights here as well. Again, hopefully be able to somewhere work our way of being able to take them off, but at the same time put them on, and then they'll come on automatically when we connect them up. So that's about it. Basically, I can tell you as much as I know at the minute. But I'm sure Mark will, at some point, will explain in deeper detail of where we're at with the layout so far. Right, so regarding this road bridge, I've done this in a way that it's disused. It was once a road many years ago, so now I've built it up in a disused state. So consequently started off by using insulation for the build-up of the hill first on either side, and then on top of that then I added the mud rod, which you'll probably see in the photographs, which will be included. And then I also added some green fine flock, I think it's called, or whatever. And then on top of that then added the static grass in certain areas. Now for the main bridge, as you'll see, I've also added like gravel, which was to represent obviously the old road as it was many years ago. And then on top of that I added some old grass, very old tall grass or whatever you want to call it, which was acquired from the model tree shop. So clumps of that have obviously been added for the overgrowth. And obviously I also added these security fence on the other side, obviously to stop trespassers and blah, blah, blah. On top of that, I also made the sidewalls, which were never included when I got the bridge. So I made up the sidewalls using foam board. And then again, I used plastic card, 7mm plastic card for the stonework, and 7mm again for the top of the paving on top of the actual edges of each of the stonework. That was in a buff colour, which I then eventually was made into, which I then painted into the dark grey to try and blend in with the actual brickwork of the actual bridge. So that is now solid. The only thing I'm going to think of now is next, possibly maybe adding the odd tree, not too many, but maybe the odd tree, just to give a bit more enhancement around the actual area of the bridge. Our next step is to basically work on this today while Mark's here, and basically get this covered with the paving, and then work out how we're going to put a pathway in from the footbridge to where the distillery is and so forth. We're going to work on that area today, and then obviously decide then we're probably going to have a fence along here, which will then separate the railway line to the station, for all the sidings rather. And then we're also having to think about what we're going to do here to make it look like it's carrying on the further away from the line. But yeah, the main thing will be to get this sorted, get as close as we can, and then hopefully once we've done this, you'll see the future video for what's going to be done, what's been done, and what's been developed for you to see the next one. But hopefully, yeah, this should look really, really good and pleasing. Right, this is all we've got time for this episode. So I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far, and hopefully, like I said, in the future videos you'll see a lot more progress as we've done, actually, which is already progressed quite far anyway as it is. Also, look out for Mark's the Glenmaroch Little build, because he's going to go into more detail than what I have, explain every bit of what's been done, and hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. And we'll look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hello!